Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Thank y'all for coming to the channel, but most importantly, thank God for this day, for this opportunity, for the knowledge, for the skill set, for, what I'm saying, just everything that He gives abundantly, right? The word says God does exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask, think, or imagine. So, man, God is just continuing to just be faithful and true to His word, and man, I'm grateful for that. In this video today, man, I wanna I wanna beat up on myself a little bit. I haven't been, but I actually found out that I actually broke my rules. I broke my rules, and that is a big no, right? So contrary to popular belief, there's a such thing called a bad win. And I'm gonna get right into this. All right, all right, all right. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 2 hours later. All right, y'all. So if y'all don't know a trading plan, watch one of the previous trade breakdowns or trade videos, and you should be able to see exactly how I essentially break down how I look at this opportunity, how I look at these opportunities, and get to partake in them. So now let me just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm not even going to zoom on out, right? So again, like I said, y'all can just watch the previous video if you want to see my plan. But anyway, my reason is always the same, right? I want to see structure. I want to have a break of structure. Sorry, divergence, break of structure, and then for price to correct, give me my entry confirmations, and then take to my next level. And that is kind of what happened, right? So as I'm looking at this trend, I actually had to execute this from my phone because I was at the car shop. My headlight had went out. So I didn't have my laptop with me. But anyway, so I'm looking at this trend here, and I believed I had thought I seen divergence, right? I seen a loss of momentum. But after review and actually coming to the charts to review and put this in my notes, I see that there actually was no divergence, it was actually convergence, right? So price went higher and volume went higher. So I really shouldn't have taken this trade, guys. I really shouldn't have taken this trade. But I'm thankful that I did win, right? But again, like I said, contrary to popular belief, there is a such thing as a bad win. Now let me go ahead and get myself out of the way. Choop. All right. So this is essentially the four types of outcomes that that can potentially happen, right? So we have a good win, uh, bad win, good loss, bad loss. And let's break this down, right? So a good win is when you follow your plan and win. Bad win, didn't follow plan and won. Good loss, followed plan and won. Bad loss, did not follow plan and still lost. All right, guys. Guys, ladies and gentlemen. So when it comes to following your plan, I mean, you need to follow your plan, right? Trading is a business. Some people take it as a hobby. Some people take it as a pastime, right? This is a business for me, right? So I have to conduct myself according to my plan. My plan was, divergence, break of structure, correction. I did not have divergence, so therefore I should not have taken this, right? So I did not follow my plan, and I still won, right? And what makes this a bad win is because it's rewarding bad behavior, right? Like if your dog bit your shoes and you say, oh, it's okay, and you give him a treat after that, That is telling your dog, excuse me, it's telling your dog that, hey, I can tear these shoes up again. I'm still gonna get treats. And that's the same thing that happened in this market today. I won, I won. So I got rewarded for doing bad, for not following my plan. Not bad, but not following my plan. And that's no good. It's no bueno. That's how you say it in Spanish. But good thing is that, like, I do have a plan, and I am wise enough to know that, okay, this should not happen again, right? But sometimes early in people stages of trading, they'll win and they'll keep doing those same bad habits. But for me, I won't be doing this again. All right. So I am aiming for good wins, right? I want to follow my plan and win. Thirdly, though, you have good losses. Good losses is like I shared in previous videos. You did everything that you control, followed your plan, and you still lost. That is okay. Sometimes it happens, right? Nobody's 100%. Just like an NBA player, they go out there, they're going to execute according to the plan. They might miss. They might lose the game. That doesn't mean they're a failure, right? They lost that, but it doesn't mean it's the end of their career. They lost the game. They missed a shot, but it doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, they're a terrible basketball player. No. And last but not least, we have a bad loss, right? So when you doing what you're not supposed to be doing, and then you still lose, that's a double smack smack. Because again, you knew you weren't supposed to be doing it, and then you lost. So it's like it's a double whammy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there were multiple times where I actually did this several many months ago, where like I would revenge trade, or I would just be fear. I had a fear of missing out, and I just want to take a trade. I'm like, oh, that's not everything that I need, but let me still take it, and I still lose, right? That is a terrible feeling to have. Terrible feeling. So, guys, if y'all can take anything away from the video today, um, there are four different types. There are four different types of how do I say, outcomes. Four different types of outcomes when it comes to you executing your trading plan. Right? You want to be in the good win and good loss, right? You don't want to be on a bad win, you don't want to be on a bad loss. But now that you have this knowledge, now you can be aware and you can observe these things, and therefore, you know what I'm saying, act or proceed, execute accordingly, right? So furthermore, I also had to log this inside of my trading journal, right? I'm big on journaling, big on journaling, guys. You gotta have this. You gotta have a trading journal, right? Because why do you want to have this? Again, you know what I'm saying? It tells you what you want to continue to work on, or what you want to step away from, helps you to just progress in doing the right things and remove away from doing the incorrect thing. And yeah, so even though I did win, here in my section where I say if I'm disciplined or not, I said no. Why? Because this was a bad win. I executed not according to my plan, right? I mean, I put the information in there. I said bad win, executed trade from phone, and assumed I had that version, so MACD. But after review, I don't. Let me say, I didn't. So, guys, again, that is the four types of. That's how I had a bad. That's how I had a bad win for today, and that's the four different types of outcomes when it comes to let me get my thoughts together. When it comes to following your trading plan. So, as always, thank y'all for watching. God is the way, the life, and the truth. Continue to lean on Him, right? Not on this trading, not on any other business. Lean on God. Lean on God. Lean on God. He's our source, our strength, strong tower, our defender, our way making miracle worker. He's everything that we need. Don't feel like your value is tied to anything in this world. God wants our hearts. He wants your heart. He wants my heart. He don't want, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, he desires certain behaviors and attitudes, right? But if he has our heart, you know what I'm saying, he can work with the rest. He can work with the rest, right? So it's not about, you know what I'm saying, how much you're giving, how much you're being nice to people. It's about the heart posture, right? Because as I was reading today, where your treasure is, there your heart is, right? So if you are, you know what I'm saying, giving your undivided attention and time and purpose and energy into things above God, you know what I'm saying? You are essentially making, you know what I'm saying, your car, your job, whatever it is, you're making that a God. And we're not supposed to have anything above God, right? We're not supposed to have any idols. So, man, give God your heart. I enjoy it, man. I enjoy he continue to make my heart new, more like him, right? And I'm grateful for that. So, as always, stay blessed by the best. God always. Peace.